can't see.
Well, they can't see it.
So I'll have you lead the pledge in a moment of silence.
All right, okay, yeah.
Okay, are we ready? We'll call this meeting of the Union High School District number 70 to order. You'll all rise. Mr. Marlowe will lead us in the pledge of allegiance in a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. May you all be seated. Thank you for all who have signed on to be with us on this virtual meeting today. Appreciate you taking the time to be in attendance. Next item is board member reports. Board members may have a discussion about conferences, visitations, legislation, special recognition, donations, etc. There hasn't been a whole lot going on in the last couple of months, but does any board member have anything they would like to? Everything, we'll go move on.
I do.
Yes, oh, yes, Ms. Mellon, sorry.
Tell everyone and the whole team at Union High School District how impressed I've been as a parent and a parent of a senior on how you've navigated this whole uncharted territory. And I've really enjoyed the virtual information sessions. They've been really helpful. So thank you. I know it helps settle a lot of parents' anxiety, and so thank you. I know there's so much work that we don't even see going on behind the scenes. So thank you to everyone. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Mullen. Any others? Okay, thank you. Next item is the superintendent's report. Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, President Townsend and Governing Board. I just wanted to give you a few updates in this time and share some thank yous and just what I consider a lot of victories in a time of uncertainty. And I'd like to start off with recognizing Grace Pruitt as the leader for all food services and student nutrition. Since the school closure, our ladies, along with her, our employees along with Grace, have served 116,805 meals to students. And there's a lot of work that goes on with that. And her staff has been relentless in choosing to continue the work. There were some options that, you know, should we do one day, should we do a week and hand it all out, and just a lot of things to consider. As well as their own personal safety. And it's been really heartening to see the pictures that come out that the community is recognizing, not only Union, but all districts in the food services and how important that is in our community. But without the employees, without the staff willing to be out there and serve, it wouldn't happen. And I'm just really proud of that, because you know, you can't learn without when you have a hungry tummy. In addition, I want to also say not only thank you to Dean Farr and our consortium with District 1, with YUTC, his staff and team, the whole IT department. We have over 15,000 meetings just in Yuma Union High School District that have that are unique meetings, and there's all kinds of qualifiers, but just for a couple of examples. If a teacher has a thing open all day long where kids can join and come to class all day long, that's just one meeting, even if the teacher was open all day long for those periods and in the evening. So when we say 15,000 unique meetings, that's a lot of people that have come through the system with that. Also, just wanting to make sure for all of us, because there is a lot of information and there are a lot of moving parts. So our website, thanks to Eric Patton and all the district teams that get together, our website is up to date so that you don't have to rely on rumor or innuendo or even Facebook Live. You can go right to humanunion.org and look up for the FAQs that are on there if you want information specifically. As far as looking at the future as well, while we have our foot in this year and our foot in what we think the summer is, we have a third foot into the school year, whatever that might look like for 2020-21. So as of March, when we went to school closure, we had 110 teaching openings. And since then, as of yesterday, we have 35 teacher openings still left to hire, but that's a pretty big victory in a time when so much has been going on. And honestly, the credit goes out to the campus principals, their administrative teams. They use their instructional leaders to do all of that work. We have a very thin staff, very lean staff in human resources as far as doing all the reference checks and getting all of that paper documented. So a hire is involving just about every department in one way, shape, or form. So thank you to all of those departments for making that happen. Again, just because we're not in school, while the buildings are closed, school has not been closed. And I just was notified yesterday, and I couldn't wait to share with you about San Luis High School. And I'm going to read it because this is new for Human Union. But I've kind of given you little victories along the way about the FAFSA. But in partnership with the Governor's Office of Education and Achieve 60 Arizona, the Arizona Commission for Post-Secondary Education is pleased to award San Luis High School with the MVP, highest FAFSA completion award for 2019-2020 school year. The high school has accomplished an incredible FAFSA completion rate of 64% as of May 1st, leading the state in its large senior enrollment category. So San Luis High School not only leads Yuma County in that area, the entire state of Arizona, and 64% is huge. That means 64 families essentially went through the whole process, and that's a big process, getting all of that with taxes and all of that. And that was as of May 1st, so the work continues. Would love to give a shout out to not only Mr. Arvisa as the principal of San Luis High School, but Cesar Castillo as the director of guidance there. Amazing work, and Associate Superintendent Anderson meets with that whole team regularly. So it's a lot of cooperation and collaboration, and just a huge victory for the students of San Luis, which ultimately is Yuma County. Also just want to, again, another thank you to our scholarship community. Again, buildings are closed, school is not. So students have been encouraged, prodded, nagged, all those things that go into getting kids to apply for scholarships. And our counseling departments make that work happen. And I just want to say that even with things being different, community groups like the Yuma Foothills Rotary, the Sturgis Foundation, they continue to reach out and make sure that great things are happening with our students and that they are being recognized. We also have been a part of Helios Education Foundation, and that work continues, and you'll see more announcement on that. So although COVID-19 may have closed the buildings, definitely hasn't defeated the spirit of education in Yuma, Arizona. And at this point, I will close my report of woo-hoos and thank yous. And I would love to turn this over back to you, President Townsend, to go into 2.2.1.
Student report to all campuses. I think we've got some video.
Yes, so Mr. Patton, Mr. Farr, we are ready for 2.2.1 on the agenda for the student reports from all of our campuses.
everyone. I'm McKenna Jerpsa, Cibola's 2019 to 2020 Student Body President.
And I'm Paloma Valencia, Cibola's Student Body Treasurer, and these are just a few of the amazing things that have happened at Cibola this school year.
First, Hoops for Hope, the second annual varsity versus staff basketball tournament, raised $1,024.51 for a student battling cancer. This is the second year in a row that the varsity beat the staff in a very close game.
The wrestling team captured second place at the Division I AIA State Championship. Juan Sierra, Steve Guerrero, and Liam Hoffmeyer each took home an individual state championship.
Cibola's Student Council and Academic Decathlon each hosted a regional event. Student Council hosted the Yuma County Get-Together, and Academic Decathlon hosted both the city scrimmage and the regional competition.
McKenna Jerpsa was selected as an AC Leadership Scholar. She is one of only 25 students nationwide to be chosen. She will receive a 4-year renewable $10,000 scholarship and participate in student leadership at Arizona State University.
Cibola's mock trial advisor, Mr. Guillote, was awarded the John J. Ross Memorial Award for Excellence in Law-Related Education for the second year in a row. Cibola English teacher, Ms. Curry, was a finalist for the Arizona Rural Schools Association Teacher of the Year Award.
The boys basketball team captured the title of Rotary Classic Championships this year, and the girls team was awarded a Sportsmanship Award from AIA.
Senior Jacob Avalar was accepted into the Air Force Academy for the 2020 to 2021 school year.
Yazan Abdallah, Julia Canez, and Kenya Zepeda have been accepted to Stanford University for the 2020 to 2021 school year.
The Unified Swim and Dive team took home 2 state championships. They won the 200-meter freestyle relay and the 200-meter medley relay.
Finally, the football team maintained their title of city champions when they defeated previously unbeaten Gila Ridge 22-19 in overtime.
It's been a great year to be a Raider.
Hello, first off, I just want to say hope you guys are doing well and staying safe and clean out there. My name is Alec Bustamante, currently the class of 2021 president here at Gila Ridge High School, and this is the top 10 moments of this year. Gila Ridge High School hosted the annual District Welcome Back Kickoff event for all our wonderful Human Union High School District faculty and staff. This was the best football season in Gila Ridge history, with a record of 9 wins and 1 loss. It was also the first time the Gila Ridge football team made it to the semifinals in the postseason, and the first of all Human Union High Schools to win 2 playoff games since 1952. This season has been considered the best in district history, and the semifinals game against Desert Edge was even put on television. Also, the All-Region Coach of the Year and Player of the Year were from Gila Ridge, Coach Jay Elwood and player Devin Graham. It was also an amazing season for cheer, cross country, band, and golf. With varsity cheer qualifying for state, the entire girls cross country team qualifying for state, Jesus Barba from the boys cross country team qualifying for state, band qualified for state, Kali Gerber from the girls qualified for state. Woo! Go Hawks! Stugo gave back to the community this year by donating $500 to Dancers Against Cancer, an organization dedicated to supporting the dance community affected by cancer. Stugo also volunteered at 2 fall festivals, both at Yuma Lutheran and Desert Mesa. We also helped serve food at the Crossroads Missions for Thanksgiving. Gila Ridge also had the opportunity to volunteer at the annual Hope to Dream event at Hash's Furniture Home Store, where 50 kids in need of a bed were given by local donors. 12 student council members from Gila Ridge went to the Arizona Association of Student Council State Convention at Buena Vista High School to learn about leadership and show our Hawk pride. Gila Ridge Student Council also attended the 2019 Yuma County Get-Together hosted by Cibola High School. Gila Ridge High School also hosted a blood drive and received over 70 donations, which resulted in saving 210 lives. Gila Ridge's winter sports season was also very successful. History was made and records were broken. Boys basketball and girls soccer made it to the first round in playoffs, and boys soccer made it to the play-in rounds in playoffs. Wrestling made it to state, and Clemente Delgado placed 3rd, Ty Moreno placed 5th, and Madison Bocanegra placed 6th for the Hawks. Also in winter sports news, Jameson Kay became the first boys basketball player in school history to reach the 1,000-point milestone of his career. And cheer went to nationals. Cheer competed at the Anaheim Convention Center on February 14th and 15th, where they hit 2 perfect routines and placed 7th in the nation in the category of small co-ed advanced division. After 80 hours of volunteering and a vigorous course, all of the students in nursing 2 passed the CNA exam and will officially be certified nursing assistants, gaining their licenses. Especially in these times, having more healthcare workers is important to the community. Former Gila Ridge High School student, alumna Skylar Kamen, has earned the 2019 Future Farmers of America degree. Kamen, a 2018 graduate, received her honor at the 92nd National FFA Convention and Expo in Indianapolis. This was an amazing year for us over here at Gila Ridge High School, and we can't wait for next year. Thank you guys for your time and have a great day.
Good evening. My name is Angel Garola, and it has been an honor serving Kofa High School as a 2019-2020 student. I am extremely proud of the work our school has put together this past year. Through long hours of planning before and after school, we are proud to present our top events of the 2019-2020 school year. We hope you enjoy.
The Senior Sunrise was a new event to Kofa High School, and we hope to continue this tradition and just make it better and better each year. However, we did not know what to expect. We had no previous experience of this event. After all, we were extremely amused by the outcome. It was definitely worth it, and the class of 2020 loved it. Its purpose was to bring in the seniors and give them a warm welcome and boost for the grand last high school year. The event itself consisted of positivity, excitement, and a great event to unite all seniors.
Homecoming. This year's homecoming theme was MTV 90s. This event consisted of 5 different events, which were an assembly, a football game, a parade, and a presentation of homecoming royalty, which ended with a night. Homecoming parade had several different clubs which participated during this. During this time, we announced our 2019 homecoming king and queen. We ended the night by announcing our prince and princesses from freshman, sophomore, and junior class.
Albert's Hope event was very successful because many students wore yellow for Prevention Month, and many people came to our table to write inspirational messages on beautiful colored rocks, and some even placed the rocks around campus hoping to make people's day.
The junior high conference this year was themed Disneyland. Each council dressed as a Disney movie, even our council dressed as Disney characters. We had various activities for the middle schoolers. We had stations which were outgoing, trust, respect, idea share, and teamwork. With each station, they learned different aspects of what it takes to make a great council. We had various schools attend, and at the end, we had awards for every school based on their strengths as a council.
Mr. Gold was a success because we had 11 boys participate and over 300 people attend the event as a whole. The boys were able to showcase special talents not everyone has seen and connect with the audience emotionally as well in a comedic way to make a well-rounded event. Not only that, but the boys were able to make friendships with people outside of their norm. Friends and family were able to come out and support these contestants at their last few moments as a Kofa High School senior.
Thrift Pop-Up Shop was a unique event hosted by Student Council. This event was inspired by the trend of thrifting and shopping for sustainable clothes. We thought, what better way to fundraise than selling our lightly used clothes that were in great condition? The clothes we received were for donations from Student Council members. The Thrift Pop-Up Shop was hosted in King's Court for students to be able to have the opportunity to shop during lunch.
The Kofa Marine Corps AAROTC program has had a groundbreaking year, winning multiple awards and placing high in drill, physical training, and rifle competitions. Kofa has been named a Naval Honor School. This designation allows the opportunity for nominations to the Naval, Air Force, and military academies at West Point. Our OTC qualified for nationals in drill and placed first at the state rifle competition.
Kofa High School is the only high school in Yuma County that offers a great program called Medical Assisting. In this class, we learn how to withdraw blood, properly give injections, vital signs, insurance and coding, and many more medical procedures. We are a new program, but have so much to offer to our students that are interested in the medical field. Every Friday, we are assigned to wear black scrubs and do each other's vital signs. These vital signs consist of blood pressure, height, weight, pulse, and temperature. This program is a 2-year course, level 1 and level 2. Once the student is accepted into level 2, at the end of the year, they are eligible to take a board exam. If they pass, they earn their CMA, Certified Medical Assistant. This gives the student the ability to apply at clinics and obtain a job in the medical field. Education Professions is a hands-on learning experience for students who are considering the education field. This class consists of bi-weekly visits to a local elementary school to aid teachers and get the experience of a classroom from a different perspective. Not only do they learn about the education field, but they also give back to educators and their students. Education Professions hosted a book drive in their high school to donate gently used books to elementary schools in the community to help grow their library. Not only did they give back, but they had many experiences of traveling to conventions to broaden their knowledge on the education field. They also competed in Ed Rising and had a first-place finalist who qualified for nationals in Washington. However, this is a small club, but it's in fact doing great things.
Good afternoon, board members. My name is Anthony Garcia, and I'm the current student body president here at San Luis High School. And along with my voiceover, we have Michelle Macias, our current student body vice president. For starters, we would like to present our top 10 events that we've had along our school year. For starters, we have our Sugar Bowl, in which our junior and senior guys got to compete versus each other in a flag football tournament. Up next, we have our junior and senior girls who were in the run for Miss Sidewinder, where they friendly compete between each other, balance and public speaking. Furthermore, moving on to Love Night, which is an amazing event that Stuco hosts as a school, where we got to fundraise for a specific person in need in our community. As well with that, we had The Voice, where students got to compete their voices along with teachers as judges, where we had a first place, second place, and third place winner. Moving on, as well, NHS had the opportunity to go to our local library to read for our youngsters for Dr. Seuss's birthday. Now I will hand over the voice over to our student body vice president, Michelle Macias, to present our next events.
Our CTA department hosted 2 events, which targeted the 8th grade students and informed about the SLHS CTE programs. SLHS hosted the Arizona Supreme Court's oral arguments. During our winter dance recital, we had all of our dance department students perform dances for all of the community. Our Snake Shimmers dance team also hosted the hip hop workshop, where we had professional dancers. GQ from the Bay Area thought about the history of whacking. Randy, who is a professional dancer from the Bay Area as well, thought her signature floor work style. And we even had ASU's hip-hop professor, B-Boy House, who taught freestyling and dance. We also had our mariachi Christmas presentation, where our talented mariachi performed Christmas carols for our community and staff. These 10 events are not the only ones. They are just examples of how talented and hardworking our Sidewinders are. We're incredibly proud of them. Thank you for your time.
Hello, board members, Superintendent Thompson, Associate Superintendents, and community members. We at Vista High School are excited to present the top 10 events for the academic school year of 2019-2020. 8 Lobos were able to record their personal narratives as part of the StoryCorps project, which helps preserve and share humanities stories in November. These students have the opportunity to have their work preserved in the Library of Congress. Vista students engage in service learning about Amberly's work to support victims and helping set up for a big parking lot sale. Thank you, Amberly's Place, for your services to the community and for letting our students provide a positive impact. Vista High is also proud to announce that 29 students participated in the Vista High School winter graduation of 2019. Once again, we cannot thank our staff and teachers for the tremendous work that they do. Thank you. Lobos got their Zen on with yoga. Students and staff became yogis as they practiced positive mental health strategies and increased concentration, as well as relieving stress. Love on a Leash brought their dog pack to the Lobo Pack. Love on a Leash represents animal trainers which work with therapy talks, came to Vista and students got to experience the positive impact these adorable and lovable animals have on mental health. Mrs. Pixley, CTE Business Management, traveled to Phoenix to take a tour of the Amazon warehouse and learn about Amazon's day-to-day management. Congratulations to Mrs. Garcia's Hospitality 2 for reaching Gold Chapter status. We are proud of our Lobos for all their hard work, dedication, and continual effort to make a positive atmosphere for all of us here on campus. The Garden Club took students to a tour at the University of Arizona Agricultural Center, UMA, to gain a better understanding of the growing process as well as plant disease diagnostics. In the lab, students had the opportunity to look at crops and some lettuce in the microscope to look at the roots closer to determine the disease. Vista High will be working in partnership with the Yuma Health Department with the purpose of creating a garden at our campus. We will be using U of A research information to develop the garden. Lobos, staff, and community members participate in the Lobo Connection Night, an evening where community members get to share what opportunities are in Yuma. CTE got to show their stuff as hospitality and business management students have several displays to promote their skills in and outside of the classroom. Thank you to Yuma YMCA, Border Patrol, Arizona Western, and many more community partners for making this a success. Finally, Vista High wants to say thank you to all the community members that has helped, participated, and shaped in one way or another throughout the school year at Vista. And thank you to district leadership for making this year a success.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time it is that you're watching this. My name is David Amavisca. I'm Yuma High Student Council Student Body President. And I know this isn't the most traditional way that I've been able to present this to you. However, I'm still very excited to be able to show you all the things that our school has accomplished in this last year. Starting off with community service, our student council has put in 500 hours of volunteer work. This includes various places such as Crossroads Mission, Habitat for Humanity, the Kids Cuddle Kit Closet, as well as various other places around the city. Along with this, our student council recently hosted the Charity Sweetheart Dance back in February. This was funded by a grant from the Arizona Diamondbacks, and because of that, we were able to raise over $3,600 for various charities, including our statewide student council charity, which is JDRF, nonprofit which is focused on finding a cure for type 1 diabetes, as well as various homeless missions, such as Crossroads Mission and Salvation Army. Moving into our academics, our academic decathlon team recently placed 25th in the state competition. As well as that, we had 5 individual medal winners and 1 outstanding trophy that was awarded at the regional competition. This is the most awards that we've got in recent years, so our team is continuing to improve and do a lot better each year. As for CTE competitions, our CTE has been working nonstop, including our FBLA hosting the district-wide winter formal. We also had 2 students this year as Skills USA officers, including our Region 1 President, Jasmine Perez. As well as that, we had 7 medal winners at regional competition and various state placers. We've also hosted different CTE and career fairs for current criminals, future criminals, and family members. As well as that, our culinary was awarded the Chapter Banner Award at the FCCLA State Convention. As for fine arts, our art club recently hosted a visual history of Yuma art exhibition in which they were able to focus on various things, including the history of Yuma from our first mayor to different places downtown, the territorial prison, and be able to show it off in their artwork. The exhibition is still on display for future viewing on campus. And recently, they also repainted iconic campus artwork. So little things as can be seen in the photo where the weather may have deteriorated the paint. They put a fresh coat over it and made the campus that much better. As for our cell block dancers, they've hosted the Fall Showcase as well as Movie Madness. The dancers performed well-known songs from popular cinema, including Un Poco Loco from Coco, as well as New York, New York. As well as that, our dance buddies opened the show. So some of the younger students that we get to teach how to dance, they were really interested in. They got to open up the show for us. That all of our criminals are very excited to see. As for band, they placed 16th in state competition, and as well as that, they performed in the light parade, as well as performing at all of our home football games. In athletics, our wrestlers were recently the Division III state champions. This is the second time that they've won that in the past 3 years. One of the placers, who was Jaden Dobson, won a title in the 220-pound state champion. This is the second time that he's earned that title in the past 2 years, and he's only a sophomore. Our team totaled 111 points, which beat second place, which was Saurita High, at over 19.5 points. As well as that, our unified sports, recently Yuma High was the champion of the first ever district-wide unified basketball tournament that we hosted ourselves. Afterwards, the students and athletes were given snacks, hot dogs, chips, and just got to celebrate with everybody after the tournament. And last but not least, for our class of 2020 seniors, we have been awarded so far over $2 million in scholarships and financial aid to our seniors that will be attending various universities and colleges all around the state and the U.S. So we're very excited for our class of 2020. Now that concludes my presentation for you. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to present to you all the things that our school has done in the last few years. It's been great being able to speak on behalf of. And with that, my name is David Amavisca. I'm Yuma High's student body president. And now I know I'm not in person for this, but if you would like to say our school motto with me, 3, 2, 1. Once a criminal, always a criminal. My name is David Amavisca. Thank you very much for letting me present. Have a great night.
Excellent. Thank you all very much for these updates. They were wonderful. Not as good as having the students here in person,
That's for sure.
but they were very, very good. Thank you. Okay, moving on.
President Townsend and Governor Board.
That concludes your report. Thank you, Ms. Thompson. Okay, item 3, information items, budget update, overview of 2019-20 Yuma Union High School District internal budget. Mrs. Cordery.
All right. We, today, actually through May 1st, have spent $52.5 million of our $77 million budget for our maintenance and operations. That represents 67% of our budget for the year. Our capital, we're spent 41% of that budget, so $3.4 million of an $8.5 million budget for that. With that, I know there's lots of information floating around out there, and a lot of districts are hearing lots of stories through the COVID-19 and what the future looks like for the upcoming year. I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk maybe a little bit about the state of our high school district. We have been very fiscally responsible over many years, several years now. We have some protections in place for an unlikely event such as what we're going through right now. I would say the protections that we do have in place, we are one of the fewer districts in Arizona that still continues to grow. Our student growth, we have more and more students, or at least flatlining, so either way we're not declining. We also have been doing some future planning for Somerset High School, which has allowed us to set some money aside so that we are prepared to staff that school when it's built. And so that has allowed us to have some funds set aside in the meantime to be able to accommodate some costs that we have through this whole situation. Also, in addition to that, we are anticipating an approximate amount of $2.4 million in the CARES Act. So the federal money that will be coming down to help with school districts in this situation, keep people staffed. And they're very this webinar I was on today, they are very lenient with how we can use those funds. There's very few restrictions to that, which is nice for a change for a school district. We're not really used to that. So having said that, also, we are going into our Prop 301 funding. We just sent out an email today, or I guess yesterday, to all of our certificated employees that they will be getting their performance pay, and we always wait to the last minute so we can maximize what those payments are. We want to pay those funds in the year that we accrue them, or that we receive those funds, so that the employees for that time will get paid for what we actually get that year. So $4,800 for their performance pay. That's a big help to our staff right now. That brings our total, if you recall, there's 3 buckets to Prop 301 payments. Last year, our total for all 3 of those payments was $10,000 that went to our teachers. This year, and that was the highest year yet. This year, our total is $11,800 to our teachers. Well, so that's also including counselors and some certificated librarians and nurses as well included in that. So that's very exciting. I don't foresee, it's all based on sales tax. I don't necessarily see that it's going to be that high next year if I had a crystal ball to be able to predict that, but at least for now, we celebrate that with our certificated staff that are able to get those checks, they'll get them Friday. So a little extra stimulus for them on top of some other things that they've got. Any questions?
Any questions for Ms. Corder? I'm good. Excellent. Thank you very much. I appreciate the COVID financial statement report. Very good.
President Townsend, I do want to remind the board that when we advertise our positions for Union High School District, as far as our salaries, that we do not include the proposition, any extra dollars. We put that separate. We add it up at the end, but we want to be very transparent for base salary. I think that that's an important piece of Ms. Corey's report because if you advertise a certain amount that you're going to be paid, whether you accrue that money as a district or not, that's what you are legally bound to pay. So we may try to make sure that we're very transparent and also fiscally responsible.
So a question, our beginning teacher salary with the 301 money and all the things that we get to add on through the year would be, the benefits, everything would be what?
If we use the $11,800 that we have right now plus the $39,500 that we're going to next year, we'd be right at $50,000.
Plus the, just put in $7,500 in health insurance and benefits.
$8,000 in health insurance. We have one-time payment of $750 that we get from Prop 123. There's also Indian gaming, which usually averages about $400. So there's.
So with benefits, we're around $58,000, $59,000.
Could be more than that. Or some state retirement on top of that is 11% of their salary. You're probably looking closer to $70,000.
Nice.
That's the highest in the county?
I believe it is. I'm not sure. For teachers, I believe that we are certainly competitive. And I would also, one thing I didn't point out is actually on the financial statements, if you look at the, on the second page of our M&O, you'll see at the bottom line there it says contingency, $8.4 million. If you look at the capital, the third page, you have a contingency of $4.3 million, so there's $13 million. That's why we're able to give the raises that we're giving this year and stand by them and continue with that. So should you get those questions as well, it's because we have built those contingencies for, so we would have those funds available in case we were to lose funding of some sort. We'll continue at least for the next year and keep our work to our staff.
Good money. Thank you. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Ms. Kravitz.
Diane, does the CARES Act money that you mentioned, have we been approved for that already?
It's an application process based on our Title I funding. So it's approximately 70 to 75% of our allocation that we received this year for Title I. And only Title I schools that have received Title I for this fiscal year 1920 are eligible to apply for that money. It's my understanding that it's just a process to go through that. There's forms to fill out, but it's not really an approval. It's not competitive. That's what I would say.
Okay.
So yes, we will definitely be eligible for that. We just need to put in the application.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Moving on. Class of 2020 recognition.
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that we celebrate once again the fact that we are able to have a virtual recognition of our class of 2020. And just a few words from the background here in this item that, you know, although COVID-19 has truly affected the entire globe, our seniors are an extremely special group of students in every year, and especially this year, simply because we know that this affects each of them and their families, that what has been tradition, now they are truly launching into what might be some kind of new normal that we just don't even know what's around the corner every day. And that can be unnerving, and it can, put people in crisis, but it also, as true to Yuma County, it also can pull us closer together. So each campus has worked very hard with Eric Patton to bring together a virtual ceremony of sorts that will recognize every senior in the cohort for 2020. The campuses have really put a lot of work into this. There will be some places that you recognize and some special pieces that go into different ceremonies, but I just want to make sure to also recognize that we know that it doesn't replace a traditional graduation ceremony. And as heartbreaking as that is for all of us as community leaders, and I know that I say my seniors, but our seniors are community leaders in their own right. And that as much as we want to be together and celebrate this in person together, we also know that we have a responsibility to our entire community, and that we are one community as well as one senior class. So while we continue to look at other opportunities down the road, I just wanted to call attention to Monday night, kicks us off with Vista High School and Gila Ridge High School ceremonies, and the entire week is planned out. And on Friday, our flagship school, our oldest school, our first school will be Yuma High School, Friday, May 22nd at 7 p.m. So we appreciate everything that the staff, the principals, everybody has done on the campuses to make this an exciting event.
Just a question. How many graduating seniors will we have this
year? That is a good question, because we are still, like I said, buildings are closed, but school is not. So we still have students who are finishing up and taking their classes, and we will give you a firm number, but it's over 2,000.
Any questions, comments? Oh, go ahead.
Thank you.
Very good. Item 4, consent items, adoption of items of routine nature and those that normally do not require deliberations on the part of the governing board. The board member may pull items which will be discussed and voted on separately. We need to pull on 4.2, number 153 and 156. So is there a motion to approve the consent items with those being pulled?
I move. Stephanie.
Is there a second? Second. Motion made by Ms. Kravitz, second by Mr. Lada, to approve the consent items as presented, with the exception of on item 4.2, number 153 and 156. Is there any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next item is item 5.1, consideration to accept donations. I'll read the donations. At Cibola High School, donors choose donated 4 books to the Cibola High School Library. Estimated value of the donation is $52. At San Luis High School, the San Luis High School Band Club donated 5 pairs of Sabian B8X marching band cymbals and a 36-month repair replacement plan to the San Luis High School Band Program. The estimated value of the donation is $995. To the Yuma Union High School District, Print Zoom LLC donated 8.5 by 11 diplomas, printed color processed on 100-pound eggshell cover stock to the Yuma Union High School District. The estimated value of the donation is $602. I just recommend the governing board accept the above list of donations. Ms. Thompson, would you expand on the print Zoom donation, please?
Yes, so kind, and again, in true Yuma community spirit. The high school district operates with an RFP process for vendors to provide the graduation regalia. That's complete with cap and gown. Students have the opportunity to order rings and all of the different things that family, you know, the Letterman's jackets, all different kinds of things that go into that. But those are vendors that come and serve our families and our students. So it's a business. It's a business transaction between a family and a vendor. The campus is simply the site where we support with that work being done on behalf of our students so they can get prepared for graduation. That being said, vendors oftentimes provide other services that come with that. And part of our RFP process includes the diploma. And when we say diploma as a school person, when we're saying diploma, we're saying the piece of paper, the insert, the beautiful print, as well as the diploma cover itself. So it can be a very costly thing for a campus. And in addition, public schools have many rules as far as purchasing and spending money and what we can do with that money, and rightfully so, as taxpayers trust us with that. So our vendors help us and get us a very low cost. That's been a non-negotiable item with us, that we never want to pass on any cost to parents that shouldn't be, or that we can't accept high price points. And our vendors have helped us get the lowest cost diplomas and diploma covers. We cannot pay for that out of our M&O money, because that would be a gift of public funds, which is against statute, Arizona statute. And so with that, we have to be very creative to not only honor our students, but we also, over the many years, this will be my 30th graduation, over many years, we have tried to find different ways to pay for those and not pass that along to families. So our student clubs and organizations usually take turns and adopt the senior class or approve their student activity donors to pay for the diploma and the insert, or the cover and the insert. Well, this year has just been very different, and things that we often take for granted about graduation, things that the school handles every single year all by themselves, no help needed. This year we just need a lot of help, and because it's very different, people don't really realize all that goes into an actual graduation ceremony and every graduate. So come to find out that with the closure of our world, it came at a very bad time for a lot of reasons, and part of it was that many of the orders were not processed at the plants that these orders go through, and one of those happened to be some of our diplomas and diploma covers. So in hearing that, John Perry from Print Zoom, he's amazing, and I love listening to him at the chamber. Good morning, humors and things. He's just really, truly a community spirit, and I believe Sabola Grant, which I think he graduated the year after I left, so that makes me feel even older. But he stepped up, like literally on point, over Facebook Live, and said, "I'm here," and contacted me, and probably within 30 minutes, he started setting everything up. And what do you need for your seniors? And let me do this. And so he and Mr. Branza have worked really, really hard to get this on the road, and we're really excited that he's part of this event.
Okay, any questions? Is there a motion to accept the above list of donations?
Move to accept the donations with thanks.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Kravitz, seconded by Ms. Mellon to accept the donations with thanks. Is there any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. 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 Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next item, consideration to approve a list of part staff positions for 2020-2021 for referral payment program. It is recommended the governing board approve the 2020-21 list of art staff positions eligible for the referral payment program. Ms. Thompson, would you like to expand on that? We received it in our packet, but it's pretty explanatory.
Yes, this is something that we have reached out to our own staff because they are the best recruiters around. And at a time when it's been very difficult over the past few years to recruit and retain teachers, our own staff have stepped up to that plate. And in the background, as it says, we received 15 teacher referrals from current staff. And in that, we hired 9 of those teachers. 7 were appropriately certified, and the referring staff have already received the first payment, and then that second payment comes in June. And as part of that, we ask that we have to ask for your approval for that process.
Is there a motion?
I move that we, the governing board, approve the 2020-2021 list of hard-to-receive positions eligible for the referral payment program.
Motion made by Ms. Mellon, seconded by Ms. Kravitz to approve the 2020-21 list of hard-to-staff positions eligible for the referral payment program. Is there any questions or discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Item 5.3. Consideration to amend intergovernmental agreement with the City of San Luis for school resource officer. This came before us once and we postponed it for further discussion. It is recommended that the governing board approve the intergovernmental agreement between the UWI Union High School District Number 70 and the City of San Luis for the school resource officer. Ms. Thompson, Mr. Granza, do you have anything to add other than anything to add?
I'll look to Mr. Brienza on that one.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson. The amendment is just simply a 2-year extension of the existing IGA with our partnership with San Luis PD, and with the most important part being law-related education that the police officers have on campus. So we look forward to hopefully another 2 years of partnership with them. Any questions?
Is there a motion?
That we, the governing board, approve the intergovernmental agreement between UWI Union High School District and the City of San Luis for the school resource officer.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Mellon, seconded by Ms. Kravitz to approve the intergovernmental agreement between UWI Union High School District Number 70 and the City of San Luis for the school resource officer. Is there any questions or discussion?
Yes.
Mr. Lotto.
I was the one that pulled it the last time. There's some fine tuning that I think should be done. I don't agree with it. We have to do it, so we have to do it. But I think it's a lack of communication. So that's something that would have to be worked out. So I'm not convinced.
Okay. Any other discussion questions? Okay, proceed to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
Okay. Motion carries 3-1. Mr. Lotto voting no. Item, let me get to it on here. 5.4, consideration to approve revised job description for instructional coach. It is recommended that the governing board approve the revised job description for the instructional coach. It was in your packet. Ms. Anderson, Ms. Thompson, do you need to add anything to that?
Ms. Anderson, would you like to comment? She's shaking her head. No.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Approve the revised job description for the instructional coach.
Motion made by Ms. Mellon, seconded by Ms. Kravitz to approve the revised job description for instructional coach. Is there any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Item 5.5. Consideration to approve the intergovernmental agreement with the Southwest Technical Education District of YUHSD. It is recommended that the governing board approve the intergovernmental agreement between the Southwest Technical Education District of Yuma and the UWI Union High School District Number 70. Mr. Brins and Ms. Thompson, anything you need to add?
Our initial IGA has run out, or will run out, terminate in late June 30th. So this is a new 3-year IGA that will continue to help tens of thousands of YUHSD students be college, career, and community prepared, and continue that partnership for another 3 more years.
I have a question, but I'm not going to ask it. Is there any questions or discussion? Okay, hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I need to go first. Is there a motion?
Yes. Sorry, I went down one. I move that we approve the IGA with Steady. Sorry, I lost my place. There we go. Agreement between Southwest Technical Education District of Yuma and Yuma Union High School District 70.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Mellon, seconded by Ms. Kravitz to approve the intergovernmental agreement with this, between the Southwest Technical Education District of Yuma and the Yuma Union High School District number 70. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Item 5.6, consideration to approve increase in substitute pay for 2020-2021. It is recommended that the governing board approve the increase in substitute pay for the 2020-2021 school year. Mr. Brenza, Ms. Thompson, anything you'd like to add?
Mr. Branza, you want to talk about this? You did a lot of work here with this quarter, so.
Yes, I guess unless Ms. Corey wants to take it, I'll take it though, Diane, that's fine. It's been several years since we revisited and been able to make a change with our pay to help attract quality and qualified substitutes. So since 2012-13 school year, there hasn't been a change for the hourly rate. So working with Diane Cordery, we were able to come up with a $5 increase per period for those subs. And the long-term subs, and these are the individuals that actually take the job as a certified teacher, essentially. They're a certified sub, but they're putting 187 or 183 work days in. So they're making the same daily rate after 30 days as a first-year teacher, which we're proud to say is $39,500 before Prop 301 money and any other benefits. So that daily rate would go up to $211, and it had been about 5 years since that was last changed. One of our campuses, Vista, actually has 4 90-minute periods, so that's why there's a difference in that dollar amount per period. And if you're a YUHSD retiree, you make $5 additional per period. So I don't know if anyone else has questions.
I have a question before we make a motion. Strategies for success actually went down.
Yes. Great question. What happened there, President Townsend, is they've restructured their bell schedule, so they actually have 5 60-minute periods, just like a comprehensive high school. They used to have 4 90-minute periods as well.
Is there a motion?
I have another question.
Yes, Mr. Watt.
I'm just trying to figure this out. So these substitute teachers are employees of the district.
No, substitute teachers are the employees of ESI.
ESI.
Third party.
So this is a contract, so that's where I'm a little confused. So this is a contract with the third party, not directly with substitute teachers.
That is correct. We sub it out, and they're a third-party administrator for us to hire them. The applications come through us. We do all the approvals of who we hire, who comes on our campus, that they're paid through this third party.
Okay.
So they are not on any of our benefits or anything like that.
Okay.
But,
that's right. Okay.
But we set the rate. So we tell the third party, here's what we're agreeing to pay these substitutes.
Got it.
Okay, is there a motion?
That we, the governing board, approve the increase in substitute pay for the 2020-2021 school year.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Kravitz, second by Ms. Mellon to approve the increase in substitute pay for the 2020-2021 school year. Is there any additional questions or comments? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Item 5.7, consideration to select delegate, alternate delegate for the AASC Delegate Assembly. Actions deemed appropriate by the board. Is there any of us going to attend the delegate assembly?
When is that?
September 12th of 2020 is the current date, and it's, the last I heard, if they're not able to do this in person, they intend to have a virtual assembly of some sort.
Then this
At this time, the date is September 12th, 2020. And the last I heard, I don't think it's published anywhere, but if they're not able to hold the in-person event, then at least the delegate assembly they're hoping to do virtually. I'm not sure about the whole law conference, but at least the assembly is last I heard.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Sean.
I would volunteer for that.
Okay. Is anybody else going to go?
I might. I could be back up.
Were you volunteering?
No. If need be, I will. I'm plan on it. If it's virtual, then it's pretty easy to attend. Then you know.
It is, but you only get so many delegates per district.
Right.
The law conference, everybody can attend. But the delegate assembly itself is limited.
Right. But I mean, it's easier if it's virtual than so.
I would love to go. I really always learn something new every year and enjoy going. So
I will make the motion that we nominate Ms. Mellon to be the delegate and Ms. Kravitz to be the alternate.
I'll second that.
Is there any questions or any other nominations? Any questions or discussion? Okay, all in favor say Ms. Mellon being the delegate, Ms. Kravitz being the alternate delegate, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. That was a railroad job. Okay. Item 5.8, discussion possible action on submission of legislative items to the ASBA 2021 political agenda. I assume you guys did they get emailed these? You've got these here.
Yes, and those items, President, are, we spent a lot of time last fall or last year at this time going through the priorities and the proposed top 5 and brought it back to this body. And I feel like it was so thoughtful that we might want to consider continuing with those priorities. Not a whole lot was completed, and these types of things usually take time, but not sure where you all wanted to go with those priorities. But we are able to just re-up, so to speak, the goals and priorities that we put forward last year. And Mrs. Kravitz was our delegate and spent a lot of time in that session. So Mrs. Kravitz, I'm not sure after a full day of how you feel, but I feel like it's not done yet and that perhaps these priorities would be helpful to continue.
I thoroughly agree with you. The only comment I would make is our alternate or additional 2 items that were on the bottom possibly get pushed up a little bit this year, but that's up for discussion with you all. It's not a fast moving body, as you all know.
They're asking for our top 5 priorities. So do you want to reprioritize these?
Not to make more work, but I might. Yeah, I would.
So I think that what we have to have it to ASBA no later than May 29th. So reprioritizing, I believe we can either give permission for Ms. Kravitz and Ms. Mellon to meet again and then send the top 5 priorities.
Okay. Can I do this? I guess I can. I'm going to make the motion that we use these 7 as our guideline and give Ms. Mellon and Ms. Kravitz the latitude to reprioritize them in whatever order they see fit.
I'll second that.
Is that okay with you, Shel?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So the motion is that these 7 items will be our priorities, and that you two will have the latitude to prioritize them in an order that you see fit. Is there a second? Oh, Mr. Lotto seconded. So I made a motion, Mr. Lotto seconded. Is there any questions or discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Get to the next, which is the call for executive session. ARS 38-431.03A2 and ARS 15-843F. Discussion or consideration of records exempt by law from public inspection. In this instance, it's expulsions, and we have two. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved. I
All
second.
Motion by Ms. Mullins, second by Ms. Travis. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? We will go into executive session. We're going to close this temporarily. We'll see you.
So
Go ahead, you were muted.
No, the whole thing's needed.
Do we take our, you're going to have to Google, use Google into the other. Oh, here, okay.
Hey, Shelley, they're meeting in a different meeting for the executive session. And you're muted. Hello? Hi, how are you? Yeah, you'll use Google Meet. Gina should have sent a meeting invite to you. Yeah, because they're going to let the one that we're using run with the banner on it on the executive session, so that way when you come back to the meeting, you can just jump back into that same meeting that you were, that same WebEx that you were already on. So that they can just continue that meeting and let's try to start. So, I'm not even there, so you're gonna have to call Gina. You go call Gina Olivas. She can walk you through that. All right. No problem.
Never heard from you yet.
Okay, we're all back. We're back in regular session. Next item, future agenda items. Does anybody have anything for a future agenda?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Lotto.
Well, it doesn't have to be next month, it can be the following month. But I think we should discuss at least looking into the kids that have foster parents. Since I got elected, I've been noticing a lot of the kids with foster parents, the way that the court is handling them. And I believe there's a way that we can cut down, because I honestly see fraud. There's a lot of legitimate cases, but there's things that are fishy there. So I think it's something we should discuss and look into how we can. I know there are ways. I know there are.
I'm not clear on what you're asking. There's students. Do you think the courts are granting foster care to people that shouldn't have that?
Yes.
I don't know that we can interfere with the courts.
We can request. One of the things is the courts, some of the judges, specifically when they give custody to a couple, specify that the child must be with that foster parents if they go into Mexico, and specifically in that court order. Some judges will, and some judges will not. So I think it's something that we should discuss, and I have some ideas how we can do it. So we don't have to do it next month, it can be the following month, but it's something I think we should start kind of talking about and see how we can crack down at least some of it.
I think maybe in the meantime, we need to probably meet with
Yeah, we can meet and we can bring data. We can also
yeah,
have a report on how many students we have.
and check with them on how we tread on that.
Okay.
So that we don't get some sort of court interference situation.
Well, I know it's sticky, but I have seen the documentation. I mean, it just.
No, I understand what you're saying. I think we need to consult with the attorney to make sure that we won't get into some court interference situation.
Right. So it's something I think we should start working on.
Definitely.
Slowly but surely we have.
And I can collect data for you as a governing board as well. What numbers we're looking at.
Ms. Kravitz?
If we're ready to ask, I have a question separate than that. I would like to learn about the possibility for students with internet connection if distance learning is going to continue, which we don't know. I would love to have a presentation on what our online options are for children who need help. If there is any local community resources or what are.
Dean's actually had a conversation with Mark Smith, and I don't know if we've gone on that, but I know Verizon and some of the suppliers were looking down here, and they've been in touch with Mark because Mark's kind of their one person. And I know Dean had a conversation to bring in because they're wanting to find out where their gaps are to assist with that. So that might be, I don't know how much when you'll have that information.
We can put a report on for June.
I would love that.
Status and then can see where we are and what we want to see the next month.
Yeah, but actually some of the telecoms have reached out trying to find out where their gaps are because of this. So that'd be very timely.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? Okay, next meeting will be Wednesday, June 10th, 5:15, right here. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I I move that we adjourn.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. We'll see you again soon. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.